Today, we will hear 3 different stories that have, in some way or another, happened. 3 different encounters and 3 different people will share their stories. So sit back, relax, and be well prepared. Because the next time something supernatural occurs, you could be involved. Also, remember to like and subscribe for more content like this. Pen of Frozen Secrets. The quaint bookstore, nestled between narrow cobblestone streets, was a treasure trove of forgotten tales and antique curiosities. It was there that I, Alex Carter, a 32-year-old best-selling author known for my mystery novels, stumbled upon a relic that would unravel a story beyond my wildest imagination. The day began like any other, with the soft chime of the bell above the bookstore door as I stepped inside. The scent of aged paper and worn leather filled the air, creating an atmosphere that beckoned to the storyteller in me. Wandering through the narrow aisles, I noticed a peculiar display near the back, a collection of vintage pens, each more intriguing than the last. My gaze was drawn to an antique pen with a frozen inkwell, a rare find that seemed to hold a mysterious allure. The pen's design was unlike anything I had ever seen, and the inkwell was encased in a layer of frost, as if time itself had frozen around it. It was an oddity, a relic from another era, and I felt a strange connection to it. Intrigued, I purchased the frozen pen, hoping its unique charm would unlock the floodgates of creativity for my next novel. Little did I know that this pen would become the conduit for a supernatural tale that would weave fiction and reality into an inseparable tapestry. As I began to write with the frozen pen, I noticed a subtle drop in temperature in the room. It was as if the very essence of the pen carried a frigid energy that permeated the air. Undeterred, I continued to write, my words flowing seamlessly onto the paper. Yet, with each stroke of the pen, the chill intensified. The narrative I crafted seemed to take on a life of its own. Scenes depicting frost-laden landscapes and bone-chilling encounters leaped from the pages. Readers reported feeling an inexplicable coldness as they delved into the story, as though the icy atmosphere described in the novel had transcended fiction and become a tangible presence. As the supernatural elements intertwined with the plot, I found myself questioning the source of this newfound inspiration. Was it a mere coincidence, a quirk of the imagination, or was the frozen pen somehow channeling a chilling energy into my words? The line between fiction and reality began to blur, and I became both the storyteller and the protagonist of an otherworldly tale. One evening, as I delved deeper into the narrative, the temperature in my writing room plummeted to an unsettling degree. Frost formed on the window panes, and my breath hung in the air like ethereal wisps. The supernatural encounter escalated as I wrote a pivotal scene, and I felt a presence, a spectral energy that seemed to materialize within the frosty ambience. I hesitated, my frozen pen hovering over the paper. The room was silent, except for the faint whispers of the wind outside. As I resumed writing, the frozen pen glided effortlessly, revealing a revelation that transcended the boundaries of my own imagination. The story unfolded like a chilling dance between reality and the supernatural. Characters came to life with an eerie vividness, and the frozen pen became a conduit for a tale that defied the laws of nature. The more I wrote, the more I felt connected to a force beyond my understanding. The climax of the story mirrored the intensity of the supernatural encounter. The protagonist, much like myself, faced a choice between embracing the chilling truth or succumbing to the frozen depths of the unknown. The narrative reached a crescendo as the pen, guided by an otherworldly force, etched the conclusion with a finality that left both the characters and me breathless. As the last words of the novel settled on the paper, the frost in the room began to dissipate. The temperature returned to normal, and the antique pen lay dormant, its frozen inkwell now devoid of frost. I was left with a completed manuscript, a tale born from the depths of a supernatural encounter that defied explanation. In the aftermath, I pondered the mysteries of the frozen pen. Was it a conduit for a ghostly presence, a dormant spirit that sought expression through my words? Or was it a vessel for the echoes of a bygone era, where the frozen inkwell bore witness to tales untold? Regardless of the answers, the story became a testament to the inexplicable union between the mundane and the supernatural. The frozen pen, now a relic of my own literary journey, held the power to transport readers into a world where the lines between fiction and reality were as delicate as frost on a winter morning. Journalistic justice. Luna Harper, a tenacious 28-year-old investigative journalist, was known for her unyielding commitment to exposing the truth. The dusty corridors of the press room became her second home, and the scent of old ink and age paper fueled her insatiable curiosity. Luna's latest endeavor, however, would lead her into uncharted territory, where the line between investigative journalism and the supernatural would blur in ways she never anticipated. It all started with an anonymous tip slipped under her office door. The crumpled note hinted at a long-buried scandal within the prestigious news organization Luna worked for. Whispers of unethical practices and hidden agendas had haunted the press room for years. But Luna, driven by an unshakable sense of justice, saw this as an opportunity to unveil the truth. As Luna delved into the archives, combing through decades of articles and forgotten stories, she became acutely aware of a subtle shift in the atmosphere. The press room, usually buzzing with the hum of fluorescent lights and the rhythmic clatter of keyboards, now held in eerie stillness. Luna sensed a presence, as if the very walls were harboring secrets waiting to be unraveled. The investigation took a surreal turn when Luna started hearing soft, haunting whispers in her sleep. In the quiet solitude of her apartment, the voices echoed around her, whispering fragments of information and guiding her towards hidden truths. At first, Luna dismissed them as the product of an overactive imagination, a side effect of her relentless pursuit of the story. However, as Luna's research progressed, so did the intensity of the whispers. They seemed to echo the voices of disgraced journalists from the past, their spectral murmurs intertwining with the rustle of papers in the archives. Luna found herself drawn to specific articles, as if an unseen force was guiding her toward the heart of the scandal. Shadows began to dance in the corners of the press room, fleeting figures that seemed to materialize and dissipate in the blink of an eye. Luna, undeterred by the growing sense of unease, pressed on, determined to separate fact from fiction. Unexplained drafts would send shivers down her spine, and she often caught glimpses of movement in her peripheral vision. The more Luna unearthed, the deeper she delved into the haunted history of the press room. Whispers turned into audible voices, recounting the tales of journalists who had fallen from grace, their careers tarnished by the very organization they had dedicated their lives to exposing. Luna found herself caught in a spectral web of secrets, where the past and present collided in a ghostly dance. One night, as Luna sifted through old case files, a chilling draft swept through the press room, extinguishing the flickering lights. In the darkness, Luna could feel the weight of the unseen eyes upon her. The whispers reached a crescendo, revealing the final pieces of the puzzle. The scandal, it seemed, went beyond mere corruption. It was a malevolent force that had manipulated the truth for decades. Luna, now entangled in a web of both journalistic pursuit and supernatural influence, faced a dilemma. She could expose the corruption and risk becoming another ghostly figure in the press room's history, or she could turn away, allowing the secrets to remain buried. As Luna made her choice, the whispers faded and the shadows retreated. The press room, once charged with an otherworldly energy, returned to its mundane reality, Luna having exposed the scandal and faced the supernatural forces head. On emerged changed but resolute. Her article, a testament to journalistic integrity and the pursuit of truth, shook the foundations of the news organization. The whispers, silenced by Luna's revelations, became echoes of the past, fading away with the last vestiges of the haunted history. Luna Harper, though forever marked by the supernatural encounter, continued her career with newfound determination. The press room, once a place of shadows and secrets, transformed into a symbol of her unwavering commitment to exposing the truth, no matter the cost. Keys to the unknown. In the dimly lit confines of the forgotten newspaper office, Sarah Mitchell carefully sifted through dusty archives, searching for her next compelling story. Known for her knack for uncovering forgotten mysteries, she felt a peculiar pull toward an old, discarded typewriter tucked away in the corner of the room. Its keys, once vibrant, now exuded a silent nostalgia, and the fading ribbon hinted at untold tales. 30-year-old Sarah, with her keen investigative instincts, couldn't resist the allure of this relic. As she dusted off the typewriter and placed it on a sturdy desk, a chill crept up her spine, raising the hairs on the back of her neck. She decided then and there that this typewriter would be the instrument for her next article, delving into the cold case that had haunted the town for decades. Sarah, a seasoned journalist with a passion for untangling forgotten stories, had a reputation for breathing life into long-buried narratives. The cold case she now focused on involved a series of unexplained disappearances that had plagued the town years ago. Residents whispered about eerie happenings and mysterious shadows, but no one dared to uncover the truth. Sarah, however, was undeterred. As she began typing her first few sentences, the typewriter emitted a soft, rhythmic clicking. Its keys seemed to move on their own, guiding her fingers along the faded letters. The room, once silent, now buzzed with an otherworldly energy. Shadows danced on the walls, and an inexplicable chill permeated the air each time Sarah struck a key related to the unsolved mystery. With each passing paragraph, Sarah's narrative took on a life of its own. The typewriter, like a spectral conductor, dictated the course of her investigation. She discovered details she had missed in her initial research, obscure connections between the missing individuals, hidden motives, and a dark undercurrent that had eluded even the most seasoned investigators. The supernatural occurrences, however, extended beyond the typewriter. Objects in the room began to move of their own accord, sliding across the desk or floating mysteriously in the air. Whispers echoed through the empty space, words indecipherable yet laden with an unsettling urgency. Sarah, immersed in her work, found herself teetering on the edge between journalistic curiosity and an undeniable supernatural force. As the typewriter revealed more, Sarah's nights became increasingly haunted by vivid, unsettling dreams. She found herself transported to the past, witnessing the events leading to the mysterious disappearances. The dream world and reality blurred, leaving Sarah disoriented and sleep-deprived. Yet she pressed on, unable to resist the magnetic pull of the typewriter and the secrets it held. One night, as Sarah delved deeper into her investigation, the typewriter seemed to demand a price for the revelations it offered. The room plunged into darkness, and an oppressive silence settled in. The air grew thick with tension as Sarah felt a presence in the shadows, a dark figure lingering just beyond her line of sight. The typewriter's keys now clicked with a sense of urgency, spelling out a cryptic message that sent shivers down Sarah's spine. The supernatural phenomena escalated, flickering lights, inexplicable drafts, and an overwhelming feeling of being watched. As the investigation unraveled, so did the line between Sarah's determination and the potential dangers she now faced. Haunted by the typewriter's curse, Sarah wrestled with a moral dilemma. The revelations were too compelling to ignore, but the toll on her mental and physical well-being was undeniable. The town, oblivious to the supernatural forces unleashed, continued its daily routine as Sarah grappled with the consequences of her relentless pursuit of the truth. The climax neared as Sarah, torn between the ethereal revelations and the tangible threats, faced a decision that would shape the course of her life. The typewriter, now a conduit for both the past and the present, demanded closure, and Sarah had to choose between unraveling the final threads of the mystery or abandoning the investigation to escape the haunting grip of the typewriter's curse. In the eerie silence of the abandoned newspaper office, surrounded by the whispers of the past and the shadows of the present, Sarah Mitchell stood at a crossroads. The typewriter awaited her decision, its keys poised for the final revelation. The story, now intricately woven between the realms of journalism and the supernatural, reached its chilling conclusion, leaving Sarah to confront the consequences of her relentless pursuit of the truth.